Hollywood. Matias Bombal with you, and before we go on the air with our next review, we offer another edition of Your Mail. The on-the-air light's off, so we can speak informally, and as some folks are working around the studio here, and I'm going through the mailbag, and the on-the-air light's off, we can just chat, you and I, together here. What wonderful mail we've had, too. We've received many of your letters and notes, some of which we've answered directly on our Facebook page. Did you know that we have a Facebook page? Well, we do. It's Matias Bombal's Hollywood. Matias Bombal's Hollywood on Facebook. We'd love it if you liked us so you can follow our adventures. And speaking of following, we're also on Twitter. So if you tweet and would like to get a tweet from us every time there's a new review, we encourage you to follow us there, at MAB Hollywood. That's all it is on Twitter, at MAB Hollywood. And you may follow us, and we might even follow you. Well, we've had a nice package of back issues and a brand new membership in CATHS, the Cinema and Theater Historical Society, and we are delighted now to be a part of this August organization. They gave us this wonderful membership card and a lovely letter. They have a quarterly magazine called The Cinema Record, which has some fabulous historical photographs of old theaters and movie palaces, and the wonderful lore of exhibition is covered in those wonderful editions, and I've been reading them quite a bit here in the studio. They are absolutely delightful, so we're very proud to be part of this wonderful organization now. We had a letter from Alan Almeida that asked the interesting question, how do you choose what you review here on Matias Bombal's Hollywood? Well, there's not a lot of choice to it, Alan, and thank you for your letter. What happens is this. The major movie studios in Northern California, where our studio is situated, have an agency that they've hired. They've outsourced publicity for media, and they encourage this organization to arrange for press screenings of their films. That is done, but to be invited to these press screenings, you have to be on Allied THA's list of accredited media sources. Well, apparently you cannot become an accredited media source until you have at your website 75,000 unique monthly visitors. So unique monthly visits to the website, 75,000. We presently have maybe 600 or 700. So we need to boost our monthly visitors. So please tell everyone you know to visit our website, www.mabhollywood, as often as possible. Get their friends to do it. Have them proclaim it throughout the land that everyone should visit mabhollywood.com so that we can get our numbers up and actually be on the invitation list for these screenings so we can cover more movies for you. How have we been doing it up to now? Well, many wonderful members of Northern California media, well aware of what we are doing with this program and fond of it, have invited us to join them at these screenings as their guest. And I extend my thanks to them, for without them, we couldn't bring you this program. But soon we'd like to be able to get into those screenings entirely on our own, for we feel we have a wonderful program here, and we can't quite do that until we crack the shell there at Allied THA to get on the list, which can only happen with 75,000 unique monthly visitors to our website specifically. So even though we have a YouTube channel where we have subscribers, we need the traffic on the website to be able to get in. So your suggestions about that are certainly welcome. You can reach us, of course, as I said earlier, via Facebook or Twitter, or you can email us directly if you don't want to write a letter like these folks have, and that email address is mabhollywood@gmail.com. So thank you, Alan, for that most interesting question. Oh, by the way, Allied THA generally only screens blockbuster films, so a lot of the independents are not covered because screenings are not made available for us in Northern California of those films. If you are an independent producer and would like us to review your movie, do let us know. Send us a copy. We'd be happy to take a look at it and give you our thoughts here on Hollywood. Also in the mail, well, this is more in the category of news. The Sacramento Bee, a McClatchy publication in Northern California, featured yours truly above the masthead in a recent edition We were thrilled by that and delighted that Carla Meyer of the Sacramento Bee chose to write a piece about us and this wonderful program. Here we are in a special section of the paper, the Home and Garden section, where they talked about the adventures we have here at Hollywood, and we're delighted with this. So thank you, Carla Meyer and McClatchy Publications, for finding our movie reviews of note. We've been surprised by the analytics provided by YouTube that points out that our reviews are now being seen worldwide, and that outside of the USA, we're seen in the UK, Germany, South America, and a substantial audience in Australia. As a matter of fact, the only country in which our reviews have not been seen in the first 8 months of our service is Austria. We'll have to send an ambassador. In Australia, we found an enterprising theater operator that has taken us to a new platform, and this is very exciting. We're very excited about this. This gentleman has decided that we should be on the movie screen, not just the small screen, and he has encouraged us to send over our reviews so that they may be projected in the theater prior to feature film presentation. This is opening up a whole new aspect for our show to reach new audiences, and hopefully soon, via subscription service to independent motion picture theaters throughout Australia, New Zealand, and the UK, theater owners will be able to get a subscription to this program to present this program on their theater screens, and we're very excited about that. But there had to be a first, a pioneer, and that is the Plaza Theatre in Laurington, Australia. This wonderful town in New South Wales has a marvelous cinema, and the forward-thinking exhibitor owner there thinks that this is good entertainment on the big screen. And on a smaller screen, but perhaps bigger than one you're watching now, he has a monitor in his lobby so that people coming up and buying tickets or buying refreshments at the refreshery can see a loop of our recent reviews as well. So in the lobby on monitors and on the big screen is the new direction that we are going. So as a thank you to the Plaza Theatre in Australia, in Laurington, in New South Wales, we're going to let you take a peek at this marvelous little theater. It is the first of what we hope will be many theaters to follow in independent subscription to Matias Bombal's Hollywood. Ladies and gentlemen, the Plaza Theatre. And there you have a view of the Plaza Theatre of Laurington, Australia, New South Wales. Isn't it a marvelous little house? If you by chance live in Australia, do visit there. It's a wonderful summertime resort town right there on the coast. Several hours driving from Sydney, but still a charming, charming theatre. Or if you're planning a trip to Australia, visit and let them know that you watch Matias Bombal's Hollywood and thought you'd drop in and thank them for being the first, the pioneers, to take us to the big screen. We're very grateful to them. Well, that about wraps up our mailbag for this time. I hope you'll join me for a future cinema review. We've gone through, yes, I think we've gone through all the mail. So this is your pal, Matias Bombal, bidding you a fond farewell.